Hey, I'm Mike, and this is the weekly recap for the week of June 18th to the 24th. This week, I beat MoP Remix. I purchased all the missing items from the vendors, and I've cleaned them all out, so all the mounts, toys, and transmogs, I've gotten all of those. I've gotten every achievement. I have a max item level character, and I have plenty of alts, so I have nothing left to do in this game mode. I guess if I wanted to, I could get all epics on my warrior and upgrade those to maximum item level, which maybe I will if I feel like it, but I really don't right now, so I'm probably just going to focus on leveling alts, but as far as I'm concerned, I've beaten the game. I think even before they buffed the bronze, I knew I was going to be able to get everything. It was just going to be a little bit later down the line, so I'm glad that they buffed it, but at no point did I have a concern. Maybe outside of the first week, I was like, I don't know how quickly you get bronze, but once I saw how quickly you did get it, I was like, yeah, before this event ends, I will have everything that I want. I won't go into a whole review for the game mode. I'll probably save that for when it's over and I have like a video specifically for that. But overall, I don't think there was really anything difficult with this game mode. Maybe the scaling early on the first character specifically was the worst part, but other than that, nothing was really all that bad. In terms of achievements, the only hard ones that I really found were Throne of Thunder, just specifically for those two bosses, especially when people just weren't OP yet, so just kind of having to actually do mechanics. The Lore Master stuff was not hard, it was just long, and the reps overall were pretty easy. Most of them were quick. There was a couple, for example, Xiao Hao before it was buffed that were longer than others, but that too was pretty quick. So achievement-wise, nothing really difficult there. So all I'm going to be doing now in MoP Remix is just logging in every day to do my quote-unquote dailies on my alts, which is just going to be running normal Mogushan vaults and then doing my daily heroic dungeon. And then usually around level 35 is when I'll open everything up and get to level 70 and then just never play them again. My goal is still to have 2 of each class, 1 Horde and 1 Alliance. The initial batch of characters I created when Remix came out, I'm on the last bit of them now, leveling them up. And once I finish those, I'll circle back around and figure out what else I want to create. Because I think there's a couple where I forgot that the characters that I had were boosted characters and I won't get any achievement like Heritage Armor or stuff like that for them. So I want to make sure I have a actual leveled up character for them. And what Remix has helped me realize is that for the longest time, my entire time playing WoW actually, I've said that I hate leveling. It's the worst. And what this has made me realize is that I don't hate leveling, I just hate questing, because I'm having a blast leveling my alts just by doing the same stuff over and over again. And as long as it's not questing, I really enjoy it. I like getting alts to max level. I'm excited at the idea of going and farming cool transmogs on them, so that way on the loading screen, or I guess even just when War Within comes out on the Warband screen, they all look cool. And if I want to play a different character, I can. I like that. It's just the questing that sucks. I don't know if Blizzard would ever make it as quick as it is in MoP, because I think I'm getting to max level in like 4 or so hours. But even if I just did a couple of dungeons a day on alts and was able to get to level 70 within a few hours on retail, or I guess level 80 in War Within, I would definitely do that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's how it works now. Maybe you can do that. I just haven't done that in so long because I thought I hated leveling. So I might go back and see what that feels like. But yeah, I just, it's been nice to realize that I do like leveling. I just hate questing. Speaking of leveling, I got my Alliance Hunter to level 70. Got my Alliance Rogue to 70. My Alliance Druid to 70. As well as my Alliance Priest to level 70. And this Priest was Disciplined, so I actually like Disc a lot more than Holy. Just something about Holy just feels lackluster and just stressful, whereas Disc just, I don't know, the fact that I have Penance alone just makes me like it more. But I don't know, there's something about Disc, I just prefer that. And then I started leveling my Alliance Monk as a Mistweaver. I actually really enjoy the playstyle of Mistweaver. It's kind of cool using, I think it's like Soothing Mists, and then you use other abilities alongside that while it's channeling to heal. I kind of like that playstyle a lot. I started leveling my Alliance Demon Hunter as a tank. I'll probably have my Horde one be a DPS, because I don't want to have every spec be one specific faction. Like I don't want all my tanks to be Horde and all my healers to be Alliance. So just gonna kind of split them up a little bit so that way I kind of have variety as to what I want to play and where, which faction and stuff like that. And then when I finished my dailies in MoP, or if I just wasn't really feeling like leveling a character, I jumped on the retail a little bit more this week. I did some Heroic Amir Drasil with the guild on Wednesday. I didn't get any gear, but I should have some vault options. I don't know if I'll have any upgrades there, but it will be nice to see. I had plans on finishing the weekly quest to complete the 4 mythic dungeons. MoP really was pulling me a lot this week, so I did do a 2 Brackenhide, which I really hate that dungeon. It feels like I've been in there for like half a millennium, but I did that and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I just did that one, and maybe this week will be more, but definitely, like I said last week, there's definitely a pull to play more and more retail. So I think as time goes on here, I'll probably be playing more and more of it. And then this week there's MoP Timewalking in retail, so more MoP for me. I definitely do want to go finish the weekly quest, at least on my warrior. And then I'd like to see if I can get one of my retail alts to level 70 this week, also using Timewalking, just to see what it's like. Because I know I did my mage like the last 3 or 4 levels. I want to see what it's like from like 60 to 70, or maybe even like 40 to 70, just see what that feels like. Because if anything, I'll just jump into Timewalking each week or whenever it comes out on some alts and just get a few levels on them after MoP Remix, that is. And that way I'm always leveling alts in some capacity. For achievements this week, I did get a couple in retail. I started the week at 38,895. I'm ending the week at 38,915, so just 20 more points. I finally got the achievement to collect an appearance in Tomb of Sargeras. And then I also did the Midsummer Flames Honored in Dragon Isles to complete the last Midsummer achievement I did not have yet. For mounts this week, like I said, I cleared out all the MoP stuff, so I ended up getting the Clutch of Jikun, the Thundering Onyx Cloud Serpent, the Amber Primordial Direhorn, the Slate Primordial Direhorn, and then in retail, I finally got the Gooey Snail Elemental from the Froststone Vault event in Forbidden Reach. I didn't know about this until I had about 30 of the slimes and thought, what is this for? And then I was like, oh, it's for mount. So I tried to come here every 2 hours when I could. And then of course, as you would expect, I got to 48 out of the 50 that you need. I did 5 of these events in a row and I got 0 slimes. And I was getting so frustrated because of course, I just need 2 more. I was getting like 3 to 5 in the last 4 that I did. And of course now it's just 0. Great, that's fantastic. In other news, I mentioned last week that I was really craving some Doritos Nachos, and we made them. We made a lot. We made it on Friday, of course, had some and then picked away at it throughout the course of the weekend. And then Sunday came and we were still just getting to halfway on all the stuff that we made. We ended up getting 2 bags of the regular Doritos, 1 of Cool Ranch, and 1 sweet chili. We had some ground beef that had 3 packets of taco seasoning in it, some queso mixed in there, as well as some melted cheese within the beef. And I think we ended up having 3 layers worth of chips. Then we had some diced tomatoes, some cilantro. Of course, we sprinkled cheese on every single layer and had a bunch of that. We had pickled jalapenos, which I was actually more interested in getting just a fresh jalapeno, cutting up and putting it on. But when we were shopping, we ran into this other couple that were kind of excited for us to have these. And the guy that was there said he prefers pickled jalapenos. So it was a 2-to-1. So we ended up going with that. It ended up being a great thing because it was just like this sweetness that added to it. It was just really, really good. Then we had canned corn as well, which again was one thing that I was like, I don't really want to add this, but it was a great add. Again, added some sweetness, which was very, very good. I forgot to mention we had some onions cooked in with the beef, and then it was just in a low broil for like, I think 15-20 minutes just to get it perfect. And it was so good. It was like a lasagna, basically, when it came out. It was so good. But that's it for me. That's what's going on in my life. That's what's going on in WoW. Let me know what's going on with you, be it WoW, whether it's MoP, Classic, Retail, whatever else you might be doing. What's going on in your life? If you like this video or any of my others, I'd appreciate if you at least considered subscribing. I'm trying to get that 100,000 subscriber plaque, and I'm quite a ways off, but would love to get that one day. Thanks for watching. Love you lots. I'll talk at you next week. Bye.